Hello, America. It is September 11th, 2025, and I don't have four things for you to know this afternoon. I just have one thing for you to know this afternoon, and that is that the country goes in the direction we choose for it to go. Today is the anniversary of September 11th. It is the day after Charlie Kirk has been assassinated. Heavy days in the country. What you do moving forward will all of us collectively, by our individual actions, decide the fate of the country. I have to say I am shocked by the number of teachers, elementary, high school, and college teachers, who have felt it perfectly fine and normal to go on social media and ghoulishly gloat over the death of Charlie Kirk and say he got what he deserved or he in some way was culpable for his death. It is foundational to this country that no one deserves a bullet for their words. We live in a world where people on the left have decided that words have amazing power such that words can become violence. And they have slowly over time justified philosophically the idea that the violence of words can be met with physical violence. There are lots of lectures from the left about the right in politics. There are lots of lectures from the media about the right in politics. Not enough is spoken by the media or by Democrats on this perverse idea that words are violence and that those words as violence can be met with physical violence. There's a progressive outlet called 404 Media that wishes us to know it is, quote, undeniable that Kirk was not just a part of the extremely tense, very dangerous national dialogue. He was an accelerationist force whose work to dehumanize LGBTQ plus people and threaten the free speech of professors, teachers, and school board members around the country has directly put the livelihoods and physical safety of many people in danger. We do no one any favors by ignoring this, even in the immediate aftermath of an assassination like this. They do also say this does not mean Kirk deserved to die, but they insist that Charlie Kirk was doing politics the wrong way, and they're responding to a piece by Ezra Klein, the progressive writer in the New York Times. He insisted Charlie Kirk was doing politics the right way. Why do they say it was the wrong way? They say it was the wrong way because Charlie Kirk did not embrace the LGBTQ plus agenda. Charlie Kirk did not believe that transgenderism was anything other than mental health. Charlie Kirk did not actually embrace the progressive left's agenda. And Charlie Kirk believed in noting the professors, teachers, and school board members around the country who thought it was comfortable putting pornography in elementary schools. And therefore, according to them, he was dangerous to the national dialogue and an accelerationist force dehumanizing the LGBTQ plus people. No, he was a political activist on the right with political ideas from the right. He was a Christian and he was a conservative and he had ideas mainstream to those groups. And yet the left has decided it has a place in society where it gets the privilege and power to police the other side. That is, our side. The left needs to police its own side and let the right police its side and then meet in the battle of ideas with voices, not bullets, to decide the future of the country. There are too many people who want to focus on the side opposite them, who don't necessarily want to reflect on their own side. And it would behoove members of the left in and out of the press to spend a time focusing on why it is so many progressives, doctors, lawyers, politicians, and educators, particularly elementary and secondary school teachers, have felt very comfortable going to their LinkedIn accounts and Facebook accounts and other social media outlets to celebrate, cheer, or otherwise excuse the assassination of a political enemy of theirs. There should be some serious exploration as to why the number of elementary and secondary school teachers I have seen have felt comfortable. What allows them the comfort? How is it that anyone can feel so comfortable as to publicly celebrate the assassination of someone? We should get an answer to that. And we should wonder about the political left when they live in a world where to them it's totally acceptable that someone they dislike is murdered, assassinated for political views and opinions. If the left can't rein in the left, the right will not rein in the right. And we will tip over into something very bad. In news that is related to this, but not really, though it is, there's breaking news that Paramount intends to buy the parent company of CNN. There's been related news that Paramount intended to put Bari Weiss, the editorial leader of the Free Press, in charge at CBS News, which led to a meltdown in that newsroom over the thought of having her in charge. But I think about the news coverage in the last 24 hours from CBS News, where its morning show host wanted to begin his conversation by talking about how Charlie Kirk's views were offensive to certain communities and how the Republicans might need to police their language. I think about the Democrats CNN led on, unchallenged, unchecked, to say, well, but Donald Trump started this with his rhetoric. I think about these things because I think that having a sane media, a free press, actually is good for our society. And we don't really have a free press. We have a press that is captured by its hatred of the right and dictates the terms of media coverage to be beneficial to the left and to echo the sentiments of the left and the elite in New York City and Washington, D.C. It's completely unrepresentative of the people as a whole. Having Fox News on an island actually is not a good thing. Fox News, the number one media outlet in the country, it's amazing, given free market competition, that very few have tried to emulate what Fox News does. You don't have to be a right-wing echo chamber. You could, CNN, just cover the news more fairly and more representatively instead of having all of your producers and editors and the people who shape the news being of the left while trying to find some semblance of voices from the right, all while catering to the sentiments of the left. Maybe actually have a newsroom that cares more about the facts than what the Upper West and Upper East Side think. We're living in disturbing times. What we as a society chooses to do in these times will dictate the course of our history as we head to our 250th year. What you do, you personally, listening to me right now, what you choose to do will dictate the future of the country. We are a nation of individuals, and each individual matters. Chart your course accordingly. I'm Erick Erickson. Normally, these would be the 4 things you need to know this afternoon, but that's what you need to know today. Stay informed, stay engaged. Please keep the faith.